I'm gonna critique this property, so if you decide to buy, design, build a property yourself, you won't make the same mistakes. I'm Arvin Haddad, I'm the How to Buy a Mansion guy. Let's watch this one together.
What's up everybody, it's Enes here. Welcome to another episode. This week we're in Beverly Hills, California and about to tour this stunning modern home. This home was designed and developed by Richard Landry.
Richard Landry, making modern homes? This is new. Richard is perhaps the most successful mega mansion builder in the world. He's dominated this traditional mega mansion design. I've even sold one of his properties, and I can tell you, he doesn't build modern. So it was shocking when I first saw this. And the second thing you should know about this property is that it's actually in Beverly Hills, okay? It's in the city limits of Beverly Hills.
And the house itself has 6 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, 12,822 square feet of interior space, built on a 36,578 square foot lot. And this property is currently on the market for $32 million.
Okay, hold it right there. I think it started off $38 million and it just got a price reduction, and ended up selling at $19 million and change. The other thing is that the lot says it's 36,000, but the actual natural flat area of this lot maybe was 7,000. It's completely hillside. This is your backyard, which we can't really call a backyard. It's really a terrace. Does this look like a house to you guys? To me, it looks like an apartment complex in Marbella. It's so vertical, right? It's just completely hillside. We're going to cover the architectural details of this property, but I just want to point out the fact that this is another example of buying a very inexpensive lot, putting as much square footage on top of it to be able to justify a big exit.
House is located on a quiet cul-de-sac here in Beverly Hills, and from the street level we can really see the front facade of this home.
Yeah, you can see the front facade of the house because it's literally on the street. I mean, what's the front setback on this? 3 feet? I've never seen a house in Beverly Hills with such a tight front setback. I mean, it almost doesn't have a setback. I mean, you open the door, one step you could get hit by a car. I do not know how this got approved. I mean, this is actual proper Beverly Hills, and I've never seen a front setback this tight. The other thing he just said is that he said it's a cul-de-sac. It's not. You can actually go around this house from both sides and get back to the main road down below. It's not a busy road, but it's not a cul-de-sac.
I love the travertine clad walls, complemented with smooth stucco finish on the first and second floor. And to break that stone design element, they also brought these white oak louvers, which we're gonna see also throughout the interiors and the exteriors of this home.
Okay, architecturally speaking, it's not a white box. It's like a white box that went to a tanning salon, okay? Underneath it's a white box, but they've done a decent job of kind of giving it a little bit of character.
All right, everyone, here we are at the entry. We got a beautiful modern pivot door. Now, as we take this hallway, it takes us straight to the formal living room area. This section of the home is all open. We have walls of glass opening towards the amazing views of the hillside.
Do you see this? This is not a house. This is a freaking aircraft carrier beached in Beverly Hills. It looks like a freaking airport. It's humongous, and it's the prime location in the property. It's the place where you walk in and you get to this massive space that has not been partitioned in a way to give it utility. You have 2 huge seating arrangements right next to each other. This is where the problem arises. It's such a long house that they just were forced to do this. Now you're like, Arvin, so is that what you're supposed to do with long houses? No. You're just supposed to not buy them, okay? If you see a super long house, the whole philosophy behind that is that a developer bought that land for dirt cheap, okay? Really cheap, because it was a flawed lot. This is not just a long house, it's also a cliffside house, right? So it has no flat areas. So they bought it really cheap and they're trying to make a buck. And you know, people fall for these properties.
And as we wrap around, right around the corner, we have the bar area here. Again, complementing your formal living room area. Beautiful natural stone countertops.
Super safe. I mean, it's a nice bar, good material, towards the, you know, luxury and maybe upper luxury limits. curated really well, but a very simple palette. You got white oak, travertine, and white wall. Very simple, very safe choice. But as far as like architecturally or interior design, it's not gonna get a cookie from me.
Put that cookie down now!
Both on the cabinets as well as some of these wood paneling that we're gonna see throughout the exterior and the interior of this home. I think it gives a lot of warmth to the space and goes with the organic lines of this home. And we're gonna talk about those organic lines later in the video.
Organic lines? Just like aircraft carrier lines? What's the organic line?
I gotta talk about this detail. I love when fixture handles are bolted to the countertops.
What about the electrical outlet, Ennis? We're not gonna mention that? It's good? We're not going to point out that they cheaped that out there.
Now, I want to go back to the formal living room area. This is something that we see a lot in these modern homes, and this home certainly takes it to the next level. Also, we are right here in the formal living room area. Right in front of us, we have a drop-down TV that comes down from the ceiling, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's really amazing. You'll break your neck watching this. You're going to be... Yeah, change the channel. This is such a lousy attempt to give it functionality. You don't need a freaking TV for the formal living space by the bar. Like, the drinks better be good to keep the conversation going. If you have to watch TV while you're drinking, you've got a drinking problem.
Now, let's wrap around and talk about the patio space. It starts on this side. We have a staircase going down to the lower level, which is another amazing entertainment space of this home.
I mean, is that really amazing? I mean, why would you go down there? Wouldn't the view be better from up here? You see, you're just kind of compensating for the lack of backyard. Yeah, this would be considered a side setback, which is pretty damn good if you're measuring side setbacks. But again, I don't see any reason why you would want to go hang out there when you have better views from up here.
Now, another detail. I love the upper floor extends above us a little bit, serves as a little bit of a cantilever.
If you know, you know. It's cantilever is Ennis's favorite word. You know, I have so many jokes on that one.
And it wraps around on this side where we have the pool setup.
Can we call this a pool? Is it really a pool or is it a dipping pool? I mean, it's really in the no man's land between a pool and a dipping pool. It's really pushing the envelope on the smaller side.
Patio extends out. On our right hand side, we have the formal living room area. All these sliding glass doors are open. Floors seamlessly transition to the outdoors, and views are amazing.
Okay, let's talk about the views. I call this the Amalfi Coast view. I know Amalfi Coast is more beautiful, but you know what I mean. It's just houses on the hills. You have kind of, you know, a dynamic view to look at different houses, and they're far enough to not, you know, really intrude on their privacy. But this is about 80% of your view. The other 20% is just city view without a focal point. And for that reason, I gotta give the view maybe a 7.5.
We have the hillside right in front of us. We're about 8 to 9 minutes away from the heart of Beverly Hills. We have the city views on this side.
Do you see how tight that is? That's a really tight angle. It's maybe like a 10% city view with no focal point. It's 7 max.
And we have the pool right in front of us, dark blue plaster. We have mosaic tiles all around the edging and the spa of this pool. And check this out, this is really cool. Right there, we have an outdoor TV that comes up to the surface.
Are you serious? What is this? Boop. It's like a little pop.
A lot of really cool drop-down TVs. We'll see more.
A lot of them, which is awesome. We're not used to seeing them.
They had a contract with LG. They got, you know, buy 10, get 10 free.
All right, let's continue. Mikey, we have the kitchen and the rest of the wing on this side. But first, I want to take everybody inside real quick and talk about the formal dining room area, all open, beautiful chandelier above. And going with the organic lines of this home, even the furniture in this house has a ton of solid wood and just rustic details.
I just don't see you ever spending time in this part of the house if you buy it. I really think you'll be completely on the other side where the kitchen is, almost 90% of the time. And you're just not going to get any good use out of it.
Right behind the formal dining room area, we have the steel staircase going up to the top floor and the lower level. Open riser, beautiful modern design.
Okay, the stairway is nothing special, but I like how they've tucked it in and utilized the opening to get the east-facing light coming in the afternoon. It's a very good use of the space to not have the stairway block your view, but also get a lot of natural light. That's pretty smart.
Now, we have our first opening here that goes to the kitchen, but before we do that, I want to cover this section right here. Again, these screen details, white oak woodwork, elevator access here.
Why is the elevator door so short? That's a really like, you know, short freaking elevator door.
Opens up to a spacious powder room for this level. Travertine floors, and they brought the same travertine detail on the back wall as well with a massive mirror.
I love it when my bar matches my toilets. I just love that. You always feel like you can drink.
And what I love about this cabinetry is the fact that they use the same travertine as a countertop, waterfall edge, and wrapped on the bottom, and almost like created a frame out of travertine.
Dude, is this the first time you've seen this? Are you serious, Enes? Everyone does this. How is this something new? You've been doing this for 4 or 5 years, bro. Come on, you've seen this before.
Wall fixtures and these knobs that are bolted to your countertops. Looks stunning. Beautiful powder room.
Really, really nice.
Super safe. Again, you can't really call it ugly. It's safe. I guess, understand why developers would want to, you know, save money in buying bulk, and at the same time you don't turn off anyone, right? Everyone's going to be like, oh, nice, and people won't even notice it's the same material. They'll just go buy it. But to be very honest, at this price point, I really believe every room should tell its own story, especially at the ultra luxury, where your premium is so high, you got to make a profit at the end in such an enormous amount that you really should give that to the client, right? And a $2 million, $3 million, $5 million, even maybe $8 million deal, you can get away with this stuff because, you know, your margin is a lot less, but not at this price bracket.
Now let's go back to the hallway, and before we go through this, by the way, hallway closet. Before we go through this opening to the kitchen and a family room, we're going to check out this room, which is the office. Now, I love this office for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's super secluded from the rest of the rooms on this level, super private.
I agree with that. Finally, an office that you could actually get work done. I like that about it. I don't mind it doesn't have a window. I mean, the landscaping on this side looks pretty weak. I think you could have added some wood paneling over there. But overall, I like offices like this. I don't need inspiration to look at, you know, Statue of Liberty to get excited to work. Just a quiet space, zen, so I can focus.
That's the exterior wall, and we're below grade on this section. So they had a chance to create this opening right above me.
So that basically means if there's an accident, a car could just literally fall down there because you're on the street. Like, you're literally on the street. Like, a car could go by, just throw like their, you know, takeaway drink from Starbucks and just toss it out, and it just lands in your office.
All right, this door opens up to a full bathroom. I mean, this room can...
Same finishes as your other powder room, your bar. It's same.
Seamless transition to the walk-in shower. Again, travertine everywhere. Beautiful brushed nickel fixtures. Floating vanity design here with fabricated countertops.
So do you see this detailed travertine? I just made another video that it had the raked Italian travertine. Look at this raked Italian travertine. Such a beautiful texture, and it's got all these cavities and character. I like this version too, but I like the more, you know, heavy textured one a lot more. But even this, for use on the floor, it's going to be really annoying because dirt and just garbage is going to get into these cavities. It's just going to look really dirty, and, you know, things going to get stuck in there. I don't like them for floors when they have such cavities.
Let me take everybody back to this opening, and this is where we have the family room and the kitchen. I'm going to start with the kitchen.
So you are in your family room. You're not at the prime location for the view. You're looking at freaking banana leaf trees, and you're tucked away in this corner. If you buy this house, this is where you're going to spend 99% of your time. That whole prime area, you're never going to be there.
First off, what's so impressive about this space is the fact that the whole kitchen and the cabinetry in your island is really close to the outdoors.
That's by design because it's a long, narrow house. It has to be. It doesn't have anywhere else to go.
We got a beautiful island right in the center, very good size, bar seating on the other side, and this countertop. Calcutta Viola.
It shouldn't be like an Indian name after Calcutta, right? It should be like Calcutta Punjabi, right? I don't get it. But okay, this pattern has been around for a very long time. You might think it's new. This is just a really good slab. It's a pretty good design. I mean, I'm very glad they decided to change it from the powder rooms. That would have been really weird if they kept the travertine here too. You know, they took some risks here and it played off, I guess.
This might be one of my favorite stones we've ever seen on this channel. It looks stunning.
It's almost like entertaining just to look at.
It is a very good slab. It is a good cut. They got a really, really good cut. They picked the right slab.
We have the Gaggenau microwave on this side, main sink. Let's see.
Where's the secondary sink? Come on. There's no secondary sink. You're going to build a house in Beverly Hills with majority of the population being Jewish, and you're not going to put a kosher sink. Come on. You have to. You just alienated the most important demographic. What are you doing?
Your Gaggenau induction cooktop, and this white oak cabinetry is built on a Bloom Ergo track system. And what I mean by that is you press the cabinetry
and it opens. I don't get when people get really like worked up on some of the finishes. This one is a knock knock. This one is a push push. Come on. Let's go on.
You see how it kind of kicks out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It had a nice kick to it. This really had a nice kick to it.
Right next to the kitchen
is a $3 million house living room. You just paid $19 million, and this is going to be the time and a place where you're going to spend 99% of your time.
Also, sliding glass doors, of course, open up to the other side, and we're going to check out the outdoors in a bit again. Now, I want to come back here. We have the staircase going up here. On our right-hand side, we have a small pantry space, and on the left-hand side, we have the door opening up to the two-car garage.
Okay, two-car garage and no motor cord. That's, again, for 38. No bueno. Oh, no me gusta.
Now, I want to take everybody this way. We have another bathroom here, which is a full bathroom. Same natural stone floors, white oak cabinetry, beautiful vanity setup. Go to the outdoors one more time. So on our right hand side, we have the family room opening up. I love the concrete planter.
You could have fit like 2 bocce courts over here. It's such a long property.
Glass railing throughout to maximize the view.
Did you guys see that? Did you see that house looking in? That was, you know, direct view. Direct view.
It's almost like extension of your kitchen because...
You see that? That's their primary bedroom right here, looking in to you making hot dogs.
That's pretty much it for the main floor. Now let's go back inside, go down to the lower level and check out all the rooms. Here we are at the lower level. Now, before we start our tour, I want to turn back and talk about this beautiful steel staircase design.
There's nothing beautiful about this staircase design. It literally just gets the job done.
Now, we're going to take this hallway.
Can you spot the flaw? This is a softball. Like, I'm literally like handing this one to you guys for the holiday season. And in return, I'm only asking for a sub. Please subscribe to the channel. Most of you guys have not subbed. Okay, yes, super narrow hallway. Your elbow's going to hit one of these paintings and boom, there goes $10, right?
The first door on my left-hand side opens up to the chef's kitchen. Now, having a chef's kitchen on the lower level may have surprised some of you. But when you think about it, you have all that entertainment space on one side. Having a kitchen like this really complements that.
Okay, I'm laughing because back to the travertine backsplash encounters, same one as the powder rooms. But I don't actually mind the chef's kitchen being on the lower floor because it could service the game area, but you definitely need a dumbwaiter to take the food up. And I don't think this actually aligns with where the kitchen is. It's going to be really, really annoying for your chef to bring the foods up. It's going to get cold. By the time it gets up there, it's going to be cold.
And going here, we have a nice laundry room.
Perfect. You can ask your chef to wash your underwear. Considering how much space you had to combine the two is kind of offensive. Your chef's not going to sleep with you.
Now, this door opens up to the first bedroom on this level. Nice and bright. I love the ceiling heights here. We have the walk-in closet here, nicely dialed in. And around the corner, we have the full bathroom. Again, beautiful natural stone finish.
Surprise! Same thing.
We're back at the landing of the lower level. Now we have 2 rooms on each side. I'm going to start with the right-hand side. Elevator access for this level,
which you have to duck your head to get into. I don't know why they chose such a short elevator. I don't get it.
We got a candy station here, and you guys are going to see why in a bit. This door opens up to a nice powder bathroom, just like the one that we saw on top floor.
Exactly the same. They've got a freaking deal on that freaking travertine.
Right on the other side, this interior pivot door opens up to the movie theater. I think this movie theater is super chic.
I guess it's all right. It's not really a living situation arrangement. The screen is pretty small and it's not really theatrical like serious movie theater. It's kind of in the no man's land. I'm glad they just didn't use travertine over here. I bet you if it was soundproof, they would have.
Now, let's go back to the landing for a second. Right on the other side, we have these double glass doors opening up to your gym.
That's a small gym. Again, you've had a lot of square footage. You could have had a better gym. And this is pretty freaking small.
Automatic shades throughout as well. A lot of details in this house. And this door opens up to your wellness center.
This is so stupid. Why wouldn't you have this area glass looking out? Like, wouldn't it be the most amazing thing when you're in the sauna? You're looking out across the valley. You can see it, but they can't see you. Missed opportunity.
Now let's talk about this side of this level, which is the bar and the seating areas. This bar looks stunning. I mean, we have a massive island right in the center.
Okay, you have another bar down here. So even less reasons to use that prime bar on the main level. Do you see what I'm saying? You're not going to use the best view part of the house ever. Like, if you want a proper bar, this is it. You know, and you could argue that other bar would have been cool for being close to the swimming pool. It would have been nice to have a pool bar, but that was way too far out.
Now, the bar and this wood panel design continues to this side.
You see how long this is? You have multiple seating arrangement. You should have had a bowling alley. I mean, you have the longest house in history. You might as well put a freaking at least one lane bowling alley in there, right? I really like the fact that the lower level is for entertainment, right? But you should really go all out. You don't really need multiple seating arrangements everywhere because you have, you know, two identicals up. If you want to just sit down and chill and enjoy the view and have a drink, go upstairs. You're coming down here to play and you don't need multiple seating arrangements.
And then before we focus to the other side, Mikey, let's check this out. Automatic doors with the keypad access takes you to your temperature controlled wine cellar.
Okay, it's all right. I like how it's a little bit more traditional, but again, like in every video I say, best wine cellar, Jimmy Butler's wine cellar, unbelievable, beautiful, beautiful wine cellar. If you want inspiration, that's where you guys should be looking at.
All right, everyone, here we are at the landing of the top floor.
This is not a landing, this is a corridor. This is nothing. You got nothing. There is no landing. It's just literally a tiny, tiny corridor to get to your bedrooms.
Off of the landing, we have this hallway taking us to the primary bedroom. Front door starts right here, and I love that primary bedroom has its own hallway. It kind of gives it a nice separation from the rest of the bedrooms. And as we walk in, we go straight into the primary bedroom area.
Okay, I'm really glad that they at least allocated the prime location within the real estate to the primary bedroom with the best views. Okay, very happy about that. There were 3 other bedrooms on this floor. I didn't show it to you because the video is getting too long, but there were 3 other bedrooms there and the primary on this side. So far, so good.
Now, right on the other side, we have a small walk-in closet. Let's show this real quick. Again, white oak cabinetry.
This better not be his closet. That's shady, man. If this is his closet, I'm done. I'm done with Richard Landley. Come on.
We have this small hallway, nice little desk office setup.
I can actually see this area get used. You know, like you grab the mail, you can put it over here, you know, to take a look at it later. It kind of keeps the main primary clean and neat. I like that.
Primary bathroom. This primary bathroom
looks just like the kitchen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it does. It really does.
Like the kitchen, might be the 2 best parts of this home.
He just likes the marble. He liked the Calcutta Punjabi marble.
Sliding glass doors pocket in, open up to the wraparound balcony. This thing probably weighs close to a ton.
And that kind of leads me to a question. How do they get this in here? They can't put it in the elevator.
Military airplane landed on the aircraft carrier and delivered this. That's how it got over here.
They have this opening here, so last minute maybe they managed to crane it in, and then from here they just kind of slide it into the space. I don't know, but regardless, saying that you're going to put a freestanding tub like this in your home is a challenge. Like, you need to plan the logistics of it.
Yeah, everything is hard. You know, you got to do logistics for everything. Come on.
We have the first vanity setup here.
Okay, that vanity setup doesn't have much area to put your, you know, toothbrush and everything, and if you put it in, it's going to look really messy really fast. I just don't like the fact that you don't have much shelving to organize your stuff. It's not ideal.
Water closet right here, and let's go straight into the walk-in shower. If you didn't get enough of this marble.
Okay, see, this shower is great. It opens up to the view. I like that. I really think that if you're getting a hillside property, at least one of the benefits is you're looking at the canyon, right? Greenery in front of you, other houses. It just gives you that vacation, indoor, outdoor vibe.
Now, second water closet here, and this door opens up to the main walk-in closet.
This is the most unfair division of closets I've ever seen. It's the worst. But if you're buying a house, first buy the lot. When I look at a house online, like, you know, on the apps, I don't even look at the interior photos. I first look at backyard, front yard, side setbacks before I look. So first pay attention to lot topography, lot orientation, location, lot utilization before you look at finishes and the structure and architecture, because you can change all of that. You can't change the lot. If you want to see the first video I ever reacted for NS, click over here. And please subscribe to the channel. I consult internationally. I think real estate mistakes are really, really expensive. And my consulting fee is peanuts to how expensive mistakes could be. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the comments.